on challenging your perspective. At one point in his life, Jung went through what we now call a midlife crisis. Suddenly, he felt this desperate compulsion to re-examine his life and explore his deepest self. He prevailed by learning to understand and evaluate his pain. He discovered that sometimes, all you need is to look at things from a different angle. I don't aspire to be a good man. I aspire to be a whole man. The greatest and most important problems of life are all fundamentally insoluble. They can never be solved but only outgrown. The first half of life is devoted to forming a healthy ego, the second half is going inward and letting go of it. Thoroughly unprepared, we take the step into the afternoon of life. Worse still, we take this step with the false presupposition that our truths and our ideals will serve us as hitherto. But we cannot live the afternoon of life according to the program of life's morning, for what was great in the morning will be little at evening, and what in the morning was true, at evening will have become a lie. Everything that irritates us about others can lead us to a better understanding of ourselves. On taking responsibility and owning who you are. Jung also believed that taking responsibility for yourself is a crucial part of individuality. Many of us use the psychological phenomenon known as projection, displacing our unwanted feelings to someone else, in order to avoid facing up to our shadows. This results in a victim attitude where you think you are owed happiness without working for it. Here's why that's not a good idea, according to Jung. It is often tragic to see how blatantly a man bungles his own life and the lives of others, yet remains totally incapable of seeing how much the whole tragedy originates in himself, and how he continually feeds it and keeps it going. Every human life contains a potential. If that potential is not fulfilled, then that life was wasted. I shall not commit the fashionable stupidity of regarding everything I cannot explain as a fraud. We should not pretend to understand the world only by the intellect, we apprehend it just as much by feeling. Therefore, the judgment of the intellect is, at best, only the half of truth, and must, if it be honest, also come to an understanding of its inadequacy. I regret many follies which sprang from my obstinacy, but without that trait I would not have reached my goal. Resistance to the organized mass can be effected only by the man who is as well organized in his individuality as the mass itself. That which compels us to create a substitute for ourselves is not the external lack of objects, but our incapacity to lovingly include a thing outside of ourselves. Please like, share and subscribe and wait for part 3.